Guess who just woke up next to the love of their life and just had sex? Not me, but Grand Rising. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about intimacy. Let's have a quick relationship chat here. Sex, relationship, I think it's all the same. Connection, partnerships, if you're dealing with someone or not dealing with someone or have someone in mind, right? Let's talk about a connection you have with someone, whether you already engaged with this person on Instagram or, wherever it is that you chatted up, or you are in a relationship or committed or not committed. This is not going to resonate for everyone. Acceptance, loss, and ease. Let's just dive right in here. Acceptance is about radical acceptance, right? So accept for what that relationship, that connection, that partnership is, or what it is not, right? Loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You have a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plans instead of her ego. Ooh. This is really understanding the offer that you have or have had with this person. Accepting there might have been loss here, or there might be loss, or you might be worried about loss. And then we have ease. I got straight like mental health aspect here. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. Maybe you're someone that receives love easy but doesn't accept it easily, or you give too much and you don't accept enough, right? Acceptance, right? I think with partnerships and relationships, we're so fixated on someone being the end all be all. And when you're with someone, you set high expectations for them, right? And that's just this message. I'm going to leave that message there. Careful with the expectation that you have with people. Careful with the expectation that you put on when you meet somebody new and or you're with someone for a long time. That expectation that you had in 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 30 years ago, 2 years ago, last month, might be too high of an expectation if there's not a sense of communication. You have to be able to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive whatever the other person might be able to offer. Right? In the beginning, they might be able to offer a lot, and then midway through or a day later, they're like, I don't want to offer you anything. Right? That 3-card pull there, and I'm going to dive into some tarot here with the connection, is really be careful about the expectation that you're putting on and that you're expecting when it comes into relationships. And when things don't go your way, loss, or things change, right? As I'm looking at change at the bottom of the deck, we get into this panic like, what did I do wrong? And you have to be able to accept what the other person is bringing to the table, whether they're bringing a lot, a little, or they brought a lot and now they're not bringing anything at all. And whether you're thinking about a past relationship here, someone else can only give you as much as they have, whether you know all the answers or you know the whole truth and nothing but the truth, or you don't. This is true acceptance of what is being presented, right? You see, it's in front of you. You're seeing what you get. Sometimes it can scare you. Do you want to move forward? Do you not want to move forward? Why did this change? Why was there loss? And then you're trying to process that. And at the end of the day, I want you to forgive yourself for not knowing. Forgive yourself for seeing things differently. And don't beat yourself up when you change or when they change. It's a relationship is not one-sided. It is two ways. There's two people in that, two different timelines, two thought processes, two minds, two thoughts, two definitions of what they want, and sometimes you don't know the whole thing. Now let's dive into, right, on this side, my left, or this side here, we're gonna say this is gonna be them, right, and this is gonna be you. So I want to see where their head is at, where their heart is at, and what they're showing you. This is a connection you can have with someone you're interested in, someone you've been with for a long time. Like I said, this is not going to resonate for everybody. Let's get 3 shuffles here. Tell me where their head is at. Tell me where their head is at. Tell me where their head is at. The Hanged Man. They are not sure. They could very well be confused, but they're kind of just hanging there, not really sure what is happening, what's going on, right? Which leads me to believe that they're unsure. This person in their head space is unsure where their heart is at. Their heart, Queen of Shields. Their heart is trying to use all their resources. They're, this, I don't know why I want to get like survival mode, but the Queen of Shields is very, she's domestic, she's financially secure, but she's also trying to use her resources. She's staring at the coin here because she can look at her resources. This person's heart is trying to preserve something, right? This is a mother as well, protecting what she has built. They are protecting themselves. They are unsure about life, about this partnership, because they want to protect themselves. They're in very much, I'd rather sit here and hang here for a minute because I don't know what to do. What are they showing you? Ace of Swords. They're showing you, I wanted to say clarity, but that's not necessarily what I'm getting here. They could be communicating to you. There could be more information that's needed. They do want to speak. What they're showing you is that they're willing to talk about it. They're not quite sure in their mind, and their heart is really in a space of like a mother's protecting the family. She's protecting, they are protecting, he, she, they, them are protecting themselves, but they're willing to talk about it. This could also say they might not be quite clear on it, right? I could read it this way. They're not pretty clear on it, right? But it's also the ace, so it's like they don't really have all the information to give you. It's not a king, it's not a queen, it's not a missing information. It's just one piece of the puzzle, right? 3 shuffles. Let's see where you're at, where your head is at, where your heart is at, and what you're showing them. Your head. You're juggling the idea. You're balancing back and forth. You could be going back and forth like, oh my gosh, well, what am I doing? Is this going to go in the right direction? 2 of Shields. What are you juggling? You're juggling, is it secure? Am I wasting my time? Pentacles is time. You're in your head and you're kind of just juggling it back and forth. It's not a bad thing or a good thing here. It's just more like you're juggling the idea of this partnership. Where your heart is at. 5 of Swords. Loss did come up here. Some of you, there could be a separation. Your heart wants to separate, your heart, or has separated, or it's going to separate here. There's an aspect here of like your heart really, your heart is ready for battle. Your heart may have gone through battle. 5 of Swords is like the halfway mark. It's like I've put up with so much already that there could potentially, your heart is like, this could potentially break. This, right? That's at a space where like it could go very well because I'm prepared for it, but it could just end with separation. And what you're showing them, Page of Shields, you're showing them that you are willing to invest. You are showing them that you are willing to put effort in, right? I don't care that it's a page. It's still like, okay, I'll give you. I'm unconsciously putting effort into something here. Right, so you're showing them that, and they're showing you that they don't know the whole truth and nothing but the truth. They're not quite sure. They're still in their mind. There is not a lot of emotions. This person is not, your person is not in their emotional space. They're in their survival space. They're in their, could be Pisces energy. They're like trying to see both sides with the Hanged Man here. They're like literally not sure. This person is not sure. And they can only show you, give you, and speak to what they know. And to be honest, they don't know a lot. All they know is they need to protect themselves. This very much shows me that you're putting effort into it, and you're prepared. Your heart space, your heart space is or was prepared for whatever comes your way. Right? You've been through battle. 5 can be like, this is like you've seen people come and go. you probably don't want to tolerate this energy, right? You're like, I don't want to tolerate that, which is probably why you're in your headspace juggling this back and forth. What is this connection made out of? What was this connection made of? Rebirth. Could have been a rebirth in your life. This person was fresh. They were like, or at some point they transformed your life of some sort. Five of Shields. This person changed here. This person came at a time when you changed. This person changed you. You know, and whether this is going good or bad for you, however you perceive good or bad, however you associate good or bad here, this person changed you for the long term. They came in at a time when you probably needed them, when you were changing, and they kind of rescued you in some sort of way, or this person can rescue you if this is, you know, someone that's coming towards you, or that you still haven't really put 100% energy into. On your end too, you're not seeing the emotional aspect of it. You're really more about, you know, effort. I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to put time and effort. I'm also in my head that it can go wrong. There's no love here, right? There's no, right? Do you really, probably because you haven't met this person, or if you have, there really isn't any love here. I'm going to be honest. Bottom of the deck, equilibrium, temperance, time. Only time can tell, right? This is just a reading now, right? Doesn't mean that you shouldn't pursue this person. Just know that they're not sure. And you are also not really sure. Two of Pentacles. But you're willing to dabble into it because you've already been through a lot. Five of Swords. You've been through a lot here, right? With this person, right? Do I see there's no sexual energy here? There's no Pentacles. There is a Temperance card. Wait it out. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with this relationship. This person is not quite sure. You are also willing to put in a lot. Let me tell you something here. You're willing to invest into something that you're unsure about. What's leading? Is your dick leading here? Is your pussy leading here? Is your head leading here? Is your heart leading here? Your heart is not leading. You're more worried about security. And they're worried about their security. They might have the security. They might not necessarily need you. But it seems like you're willing to invest into them, but there's no love here. Wait, Temperance. Ground yourself. As I stay right grounded at the bottom of the deck. Right? I'm not saying take action. I'm not saying pull back. I'm not saying anything. I think more information, definitely, more information is needed on both sides. More information is needed on both ends here. Grounding. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Just be yourself. Be your normal self. Don't act like something that you're not. Don't be someone that you're not. Right? They should be able to accept who you are for who you are, and you should be able to accept them for who they are and what they can offer. If they can't offer you what you're looking for, then stop juggling that. Whatever the reason might be. Or let's say they have that, but they don't want to risk it with you. Maybe there's more information that you should share with them. There's some love that needs here, and there's also no fire, passion here either. This is more of like, I just want to be secure and safe. Let's ground yourself. Change is here. There might be some loss in this relationship too. But I think it's more wait it out because more information is needed here. Let's get an animal spirit. Rabbit, it's fertility. Recognize your significance. Recognize who the fuck you are, right? And the light that you are and the capabilities that you have to do things very fast. Okay, that's you're definitely willing to put in a lot of quick, swift moves into this. Rabbits, quick, right? They're witty, they're jackrabbits, they make things fertile, right? Grounded with temperance. And the rabbit, which is like, there's a possibility for this to be fertile. There's a possibility for this to be something that will grow into something else, right? But there is time that is needed. Ground yourself and process this if this resonates with you. It's definitely not going to resonate with everybody, you know. And I decided to come on here with no shirt. I don't know who I think I am, but I was like, let me do a sex thing. So I hope that we all get to wake up next to the love of our life and have sex every morning. But that's not me today. So, my name is Alvin Catalan. I'm present. I'm done speaking now.